Yeah.
Yo, what's good?
So what's happening? What you you off today?
Yeah. Got to take the wife. Wife got some rotors and brakes. You got to get put on
Are you
tomorrow.
mad?
Yeah, I am. I really am, motherfucker. You should have just let me go ahead and keep the shit. I know what that's your third one.
No, I did get you one though. I got you one here. So over here sitting in the box still.
All right, what you smoking?
I want the other crowd here.
Mm.
What you smoking on?
The liver team.
Oh, that Figurado shake one or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What you think about that? Have you had one before?
Mm-hmm. I think it tastes like the regular, just like the Underground 10. I think it tastes like the regular. It didn't really.
I'm talking about what you smoking. That'll leave you a 35th or whatever.
Yeah, I'm talking about both. I'm talking about the one I'm smoking. I had both before, and yeah, they both taste like regular livers. Not way. I just for it to be 10, it'd be marketed. You know what I mean, as if it's a new flavor to it. At least that's how I took it. How people wanted to, or how they wanted to.
You might think it's a little better.
Huh? Yeah, like a little bit.
It's a little better.
Yeah, but it's just a 10 year. That's all. That's it.
Hey, some things don't get finer with time.
Right.
I got a couple baby mamas.
Something you want to keep though. You know what I mean? Because 10 years from now, shit, it might be worth it. Might be worth a little bit more.
Yeah.
Mm.
I see you. I see you in the truck. You drinking?
Mm-hmm. Got me a shot. It's like 3 finger shots. You know what I'm saying? But to us, it's a regular shot. Don't ask what it is because I don't remember. But it's
the same. I got that same type of shot.
As usual. As usual. Then Jay's got me on that what is it? It's called the 2-finger shot without ice.
Yeah.
So I don't really like that liquor though. So it's like, let me just.
That's the name of it.
I don't know the name. No, I'll go back in the house and tell you what the name of it is. But it's some shit I can't even pronounce. It must be French or some shit. It don't taste good. Some liquors though. I mean, some liquors don't taste good. It's cool, you know what I'm saying? But it go down smooth, or it don't have that much of a bite. Or this is like absolute don't taste good.
Oh no, I got some liquor here. If you taste it, you're gonna be mad. It tastes like Flint water.
I've never had it, but I can taste that.
Exactly, man. It's disgusting. But next time you come through, I'm gonna let you get some. I gave Sweets and Tony Wright some the other day. Tony Wright actually liked it. I'm like, man, you got a gutter mouth there.
Gutter mouth.
Your mouth game trash. I promise you. Paul.
You used to just getting cheap liquor, you know what I'm saying? Get that nigga whatever, he'll drink it, you know what I'm saying? Nah. Fuck that. When you start buying liquor, you start, trying shit and paying, especially when you start paying a little bit more for it, well, you just can't go back to Christian Brothers if you don't want to get them do say. Oh no.
Right. So I was watching this thing on YouTube, and it had a lot of liquors that we buy on the cheap bourbons. They had like Evan Williams was on there.
Hell yeah, that's cheap. That's cheap.
Elijah Craig. And I'm like, hold on, I drink these all the time. What you trying to say, sucker?
Elijah Craig is cheap too, though, but not the small batch, just the regular. They talking about the regular, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cheap. Really though, liquor less than $40 is cheap.
I don't think I would buy any $40 liquor really. I mean, even when I buy the Elijah Craig or something, you know what I'm saying? I buy the big bottle.
Yeah, no, the big bottle is not making.
But it's not $40 is what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
No, but my liquor got to be at least 90 proof. At least. I don't mess with nothing less than that.
I'm not big on the proof, bro. I'm on the effect of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much of this shit do I got to drink? You know what I'm saying? To feel something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. As you get higher in proof, it's less and less you got to drink.
That's true. That's true. But what if you want to? What if you're trying to have a slow eating though? You know what I mean? You're trying to slow roll down there. Like you're trying to pace yourself. You
Then you
can't
got to
go.
you got to sip it, not deep throat it. Pause.
Yeah. I get the concept. But sometimes you're just not in an environment where was the environment of certain people where it's like, no, they count on your liquor, they count on your drink. Like, bitch, you babysitting. That automatically gonna speed up your drinking by 5 minutes. You might have killed it in 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Oh, you done drank that bitch in 5 just because you don't want to be called a bitch no more.
Because if you're around me and you start and that drink sit there for too long, I'm talking shit.
Yeah, exactly. You get what I'm saying? So. You get something a little bit. I mean, I ain't going as far as what's the other one that Tony Wright tried to hit me with? Tony Wright the second. Shit. It was that shit ain't got that bitch like 20 proof, 25 proof. It's a white liquor. I can't remember the name of shit. But yeah, you can fucking take your time with that and just go. You get what I'm saying? Like, shit, I can take shots. I can do whatever with this shit. But you can't do that with everything, buddy.
See, man, I'm too old to be taking shots, bro.
I don't want a shot all night. I'll take a shot, if it's on pace, like every hour, you know what I'm saying? Or some shit like that, sure. But, like, on some, I
don't even know why you said every hour. I don't even know why you even said that.
If it's me and you, it'd be like every hour. You get to say, let's be fucking with each other. You know what I'm saying? The games is on, or we could always find a reason to fuck with each other. But like, what's up, boy name, man? The drink bully.
Bush,
that motherfucker, that cowgirl there.
Yeah, hey.
I said it. That nigga there, boy. I'm a little bit too old for that shit, man. Nah. Then you're not even taking shots of shit you're supposed to be taking shots of. Like, some liquor is sipping liquor. You right here shooting it. Like, nigga, you wasting the shit. Like, nah, bro. Nah, I'm good on that.
Yeah.
What you about your schedule?
What's that?
What you think about the Cowboy schedule? And I
haven't really looked at it. Like I looked at a couple other people's schedules, and I haven't really got a chance to really look at the Cowboy schedule. Like, I glanced at it, but by that time I had to get moving. I was at work and had to get moving, and I never went back to it. But I did see like the Chicago schedule. I saw the Raiders schedule. Somebody else, and then I was going to the Cowboys, and I didn't get a chance to go back to it. We play y'all?
Yeah, I play us.
That's a win.
Shit. I think it's gonna be early too, like within the first. I think it's either week. I think it's within the first 8 weeks that we play y'all. Or if not, if it ain't, then it's definitely game 9 or week 10, but game 9. But I thought it was I thought
y'all got it. When y'all's bye week? 8?
8, yeah. Yep. Yep, it was 8. It could be 9. Bye week could be 9, and then game 9 is week 10. Because I think we played the first 8 games first. So y'all in this somewhere. So I did I'm gonna say it, bro. I did I always be like, what I reckon gonna be. Bro, I got us at 15-2 or 14-3.
Who you got y'all losing to?
2 Philly. I can see us losing to Philly, even though that's kind of late in the season. And Philly. I want to say it might have been Minnesota I was questioning.
It was probably Dallas. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I think y'all got a nice team.
Guarantee you it wasn't Dallas. I would never, nigga. We would go 1-15 before I say Dallas was the one loss.
Because you're not being real about the situation.
Bro, bro, y'all haven't beat us in a while. Either way, bro, let me just get this out. So the third team, that was a good question. The third team was the Ravens, but I don't know what the Ravens going to be at the end of the season because we definitely paid them like week 15. And if we pay for, I could see us sliding on that and not really playing, or shit, them niggas might be trash by that point in time. You get what I'm saying? Lamar might be hurt again by that point in time.
Yeah.
I did that schedule, and the other schedule I seen and charted was Pittsburgh. I got them like 6-11.
What you think? What you think about the playoffs?
Right now, the basketball playoffs? Man, I think the Heat. Not the Heat. I think Philly really missed a very big opportunity.
Should they fire Doc?
Yeah, dog. Absolutely. Dog, listen, Doc done had some fucking great teams after Celtics. Great teams. And why they not coming together, bro? Like you get a lot of credit for what KG, Ray Allen and Paul Pierce did. They had role player, because Tony Allen was a role player, but he was a damn good defender. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a trash role player. He just wasn't a star. Like that wasn't his role. Almost like Marcus Smart, so to speak. You know what I mean? But they won the first year they got together because most of them was already like more mature, already been playing a little while. Paul Pierce just got the exact help he needed for him to shine as well without taking away from other two guys. But basically being so dependent on, like he didn't have to do everything. They won, cool, but y'all didn't win shit after that. You know what I mean? Then, what he coached for Los Angeles Clippers? Like, bro, you had a squad over there. I get it, it's the stigma be to play versus the Lakers, the king of LA. That's a hard one to get over. I get it. It ain't easy. But it ain't like you didn't have the team. Like you didn't even get close, to be honest. And then, you get the Philly and it's like, bro, you got the MVP here, bro.
You got the MVP out there.
You got the MVP out here,
You got
bro.
2 MVPs out there.
2 MVPs out here, bro. You get what I'm saying? 2
of
MVPs.
them.
Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see I'm not saying he's a bad coach, but some coaching styles just does not prevail. Like Dan Tony. I think Kerr just took a page out of Dan Tony book, but I don't think Kerr's really coaching. The team just understands how to win, and Kerr just kind of guides them in certain situations, which is coaching. But in certain situations, that's what they need him for. Like, hey, between us three, we don't know what's the right play. Between the people on the floor, we don't know. Let's say that was the right play. What you got? All right, cool, boom. Run that, and if that don't work, then we get back to playing what we normally do. Them niggas already built like that. The teams that Doc have, like, I don't think he's just putting them over the hump. Like all that, all you hear is trust yourself, man. Fuck that. You got a number 1 player, and you got a number 2 player. They were saying Maxie, what's his name, Maxie,
yeah,
the second best player on the team. I see why.
Yeah.
Harden put up 2 games, which they needed. They fucking needed, but throughout the year, like, Harden really been mediocre.
Yeah. I mean, but Harden is older too. You know what I'm saying? So that could be part of it. Either way it go, they definitely need to.
29, my guy.
either way it go, I think and I hate to say it, you know what I'm saying, about Doc, you know what I mean, but they got to let him go. What do you think about the Bucks getting rid of their coach? And they looking to interview Mark Jackson.
Was it Mark Jackson? Yeah, Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson needs a fucking shot because that Warriors team is his team. You know what I'm saying?
Just like that Tony Dungy shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's his team, bro. I'm cool with Mark Jackson. Yeah, I think Mark should get a chance. And I don't think Milwaukee's them niggas already set up.
You think they should let go of his coach? Are they coach?
I think the L they took this year was really it wasn't really a coaching problem for the playoffs. It was more so Giannis was hurt for significant games. Like the Heat shouldn't be where they're at, bro. And just be honest, they lost the first game of the play-in. They won the second, they got in, and they just been their mentality, their style of play, being the Miami style. You get what I'm saying?
They technically the number 10 seed.
Basically, they are the number 10 seed, right?
Yeah.
But and they're playing like that still, and I think that's what's getting them over. Like everybody's counting them out, so they got nothing to lose. They gonna go hard every game, and they're not. They're depending on. I say they're depending on Jimmy at first, but not like the last. If you watch the last few games, like Jimmy ain't really been needed to do what he normally do because other role players are actually showing up, which is good.
Yeah.
It's like
Bam was going crazy last game.
Who?
Bam.
Yeah. But they need to coach. They're gonna need him this series. That's for sure. They definitely like so. The original question I think you asked, I think it would have been better for the Heat to play the 76ers as opposed to Celtics, only because the 76ers got Embiid, yeah, but that's all they got. Like, we're gonna let him get his points. As long as we can fuck with that, then if we can keep Harden, at minimum or less, you know what I'm saying? Also just toughness type shit. Like, I'd be damn to lose to Maxey and quickly and whoever the fuck else they got out there. Like, nah, so that ain't happening. But again, that's because we don't match up well with Philly.
Awesome.
They don't match up with us either. The Bucks, but Celtics match up fucking well with us, bro. Very well. They don't have a down low presence. It's mostly the top three, the big three up top, just like ours. We don't have a big three up top. We got Bam, but he really ain't no damn center. He ain't fuck with Embiid. He ain't fucking nah. He kind of I would say he's a little bit better than what's your boy name? Harris. The Hoffman.
Oh,
He's more effective than Hofford, but we get that one winning matchup, but we gonna lose at either point guard or shooting guard with Smart and Brown, because I think Jalen and
they're gonna cancel each other out.
Yeah, they're gonna cancel each other out, so they got the ups on us in that regard. Yeah. And I don't know if this. I'm still rocking with my boys, but I think it's gonna be a harder game.
It would be nice to see Miami and LA go back and do it again.
Yeah, but listen, rumors already out on Facebook talking about, man, Celtics got 17 wins, Lakers got 17 wins. What better time, to break the tie than this year? You know what I'm saying? Plus with LeBron being over there, like it's the hype. I can see the hype. I can see the conspiracy theories on that. You know what I mean? I can see it, but I don't know if, like, they not finna skate past Denver, dog. I don't
think they're gonna skate past them, but I think it's it's over in 6. It's over in 6.
Lakers?
Yeah.
What's the strategy? What's the strategy? Because you must be saying AD ain't getting hurt at all.
I just think that yeah. I am definitely saying that. I'm definitely saying that.
Up to the head, none of that.
I think that the Lakers are deeper than Denver is, and that's going to be the deciding factor. Like, yeah, Jokic can get his shit, Murray can get his shit. You know what I'm saying? But what happens when they go to the bench? You know what I'm saying? Or what happens if they're having a bad game? What happens if they getting locked up? Where all your points coming from? As for the Lakers got about 9-10 people that can come in and score.
Yo, you wilding. I give you 4, maybe 5. That's
okay. Well, that's 10. Right, that's 10.
No,
4.
5. Ain't no 10, niggas. 4 or 5.
I'm saying including the starters. 4 or 5 people can jump off the bench and score.
No, I'm saying 4 or 5 people, period, on the Lakers that you can count on.
Okay, who might that be? Who might that be?
AD, Bron, Reeves, Rui, maybe D-Lo. Maybe D-Lo. The mother nigga Shooter and fucking Vanderbilt. Fuck out of here, nigga. Like, who else you gonna put up there? Who else you gonna put up there? And I'm counting bench and starters. Nah, nigga, you wildin'.
You wildin'. You don't think Rui and Schroeder and D-Lo, they've been doing their things here in the final? I mean the playoffs?
Rui. I named Rui. I named LeBron, AD, and Reeves. Those are the ones they could depend on. D-Lo was it's a half and half. D-Lo and Shooter half and half. I'm gonna give D-Lo the ups on that more than Shooter. But that's where the buck stops. 6 players. So again, that's bench and started. Because nigga Rui Rui don't start. Sometimes when Reeves do start, D-Lo don't always start. Like,
so bro. Hold on. So even if it's, let's say it's 5-6 people, who on the Denver team can play?
That's a good point. But
it's really only 2 of them.
No, they got KCP.
And he's consistent?
He's consistent. Been consistent.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to say KCP, then you got to throw in D-Lo there.
No, KCP is like a Reeves. I would say. Yeah. Oh yeah,
White,
dog.
He's like you would compare KCP to White Boy Rick.
I don't like the man White Boy Rick because he ended up being a snitch, bro. So I don't want to get that connotation. But I get what you're saying. As far as the roles on the prospective team, yeah, I think they're even. Yeah.
All right, so then they got 3.
That ain't the problem though. Is the concern is Joker don't have a health issue at all. Like he's gonna dog. You could damn pencil him in for triple double every game. Just pencil him in for triple double every game. I know it's AD, but AD lighting the ass, and AD gonna have to,
Hold on. It ain't like the Joker is aggressive.
He not. He don't have to be.
So he can be. So AD can be lighting the ass. It ain't like he got to bang with nobody. It ain't like he playing Embiid or somebody.
And I get that, right? But Joker on the defensive side, for the rebounding side, I don't think he's stopping. He ain't stopping AD on the shooting part. Hell no. But neither is AD. So they cancel each other out on defensive guarding each other. They're gonna cancel themselves out because they smart enough to know that they can't waste fouls on each other because that's the number one game plan. Foul that nigga out early. You get what I'm saying? So let him get his shots off. Just don't let him get no easy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like make your 6 count when he's about when it's like too easy of a shot. Make him get it at stripes. But just regular like jump shots. Hey bro, you don't have to live with that. I think that's one of the Embiid problems. That nigga don't know how not to foul at the right time. Like he tried to get it now, bro. You can't get at everything, bro. You're too important. So they cancel each other out in the guarding each other part, but rebounding part, I don't think you can get the edge to either one on rebounding defensively. Like I don't think AD is just gonna just out rebound him offensively compared to a Joker defensively trying to get that same rebound.
So you think Denver gonna take this?
No.
Oh, so then why are we even having this conversation then?
Because I think they can though. I think go 7 because I don't trust AD. That's my deciding factor is AD. If AD play all 7 games, or all games, whatever how many games it take, if he play all games and like he's actually effective offensively, then yeah, I think it's gonna be a problem for Denver. But that's a lot to be that we ain't seen that yet.
But you don't see so you say it's probably Lakers unless AD don't play right. And in the East, you think the Celtics gonna take Miami, your squad?
I think it's hard to they're the toughest matchup. I think we took them last year to 6, 7. Was it 7? I think we might have won. No, I think we took them 7. It was either 6 or 7.
I think it was 7.
Jimmy was gas, so I thought I'm rocking with my team no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
This is the third time they done played y'all in the finals in 4 years.
In the conference, well, nah, not the East Conference final.
That's what they said.
3 and 4 years?
In the bubble, I know in the bubble they played them.
Beat them in the bubble.
Who did they?
Last year they beat us to go to to lose Golden State.
Yeah, so it's the third time. Year before that, they didn't get in it.
We didn't go to the finals 3 times though, or 2 times. Neither one of us went to the finals twice. So if they beat us this time, it'll be their third time. It'll be our third time playing each other. This is our third time.
What I said is they played y'all 3 of the last 4 times. 3 of the last 4 years.
In the Eastern Conference Finals or just playoffs?
Maybe just the playoffs.
Oh yeah, just the playoffs. Yeah. That's true. See, I'm surprised it's only that. We usually see each other. Like we usually see each other. But if I had to put money on it, yeah, I'm gonna say Boston got us in 7, because I think we don't have the depth. We don't have the depth, and between their big 3, they're a problem, bro. Like Brown, Tatum, and Smart, they're a problem, bro. But the only person we can cancel out is either Tatum or Brown, depending on who, in comparison to Jimmy Butler.
What you think about Tatum hitting that 50 piece?
I wasn't even surprised.
See, listen, man, we was talking at work and people was like, yeah, nah, Tatum ain't that guy. They need to get rid of Tatum and build around Brown. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? Y'all wilding. Like, what you talking about Tatum ain't that guy? I mean, he did have a game. I know, like, the game 6.
Yeah.
I know in game 6, he went 3 quarters and didn't score.
Yeah, he went to bed.
He was like 0 for 9 or something like that. Then all of a sudden, the 4th quarter, he caught fire on him.
It was 1 for 11. I think he ended up in the 3rd quarter with 3 points by the time he got to the 4th quarter.
Yeah, one of them I know came from the foul line. They might have all 3 came from the foul line.
No. He got like a little layup at the very end or a putback or some shit. But that's besides the point. Them niggas was up the entire time. Like they was up almost 16 points, even though that nigga had a horrible shooting for 3 quarters. So this is what I'm saying. Philly really, like they missed the opportunity. And that was a closeout game for Philly, because Philly actually came all the way back and was up, I think 3. It was 67-64. That was the most they was up by. And this is why, again, this nigga is still shooting, trash out there. But that 4th quarter came, he saw one go in.
That's why I think that's why Doc should be let go or whatever, for that reason itself. Like how they shit the bed in game 6, and then how they got blown in. Because there was a point where they was down 30 in game 7.
Yeah.
Like they got blown all the way in. Like you don't get blown in like that in a game 7.
Yeah. I'm not the segue, bro, but I think if it ain't already happening, but down the line, bro, motherfuckers is that low management shit. If niggas talking about to play 65 games for you to be considered in some of these awards and shit, niggas gonna say fuck that shit. Like some of these players, dog, they should only be playing 55. Your stars, I think they're gonna pipe that shit down to 55, bro. Give you 55 of the best games they got, and in the other games, nah, not so much.
I mean, I think the thing about that, then if they do that, then they probably need to regulate how the games are done. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want that guy to only play home games and no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's depriving the fan who's buying these tickets. Like for me, I think that's the issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all this load management going on, and you don't know until you on your way to the venue.
Right.
You don't know that your star is not playing.
Yeah. No, I think
that's where I think that something's got to be regulated.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, to make sure you play all home games. Like you got to play all home games.
No. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it should be just home games. I think that because home games, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can come and see a home game anytime. But what if you travel to see a team that they only going to play twice a year, and it happens to be, you know what I'm saying, you can only make that game. You know what I mean? Then it's like, damn, I didn't came out here to see Brian. I'm from Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I can't come when they come to Cleveland. I can only do it when they go to LA. Now the motherfucker ain't playing. Or you know, when he come to Cleveland, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I like, see, it's kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that it's more important for them to play when they're not at home than when they are home. Because you can see them at home. Okay, so they wasn't there at this particular game. You know what I'm saying? Okay, or they're not going to be there at this particular game. All right, you still got next week. You know what I'm saying? But if you live in LA, but you're from Cleveland, you know what I'm saying?
But you box into the narrative because that could easily be said like, okay, well, I'm finna come from Cleveland to LA just to catch them at a home game, and you're saying like you making it seem
okay. Well,
like
I'm saying take it back. I mean, flip it the other way.
Yeah, I mean, I
Going
think
to
it's
Cleveland, huh?
I think it's the same either way you put it. You know
You
what I
in
mean?
Carolina, but you're from Cleveland. The Lakers are going to Cleveland to play, and he's not playing.
Right. Whether they're playing, that doesn't really matter to the person who's in that predicament. That you know, I came here specifically to watch this nigga play this game, and you just finding out this game is the one he's not going to play. That sucks. But you can't. Niggas is not gonna the teams are not gonna readjust their scheduling to low management to you know, maybe let's say it's 20,000 fans at a packed house. Man, we talk about a game in Cleveland in week, you know, game 50. Like they don't give a shit about that guy.
I think that
got that same predicament.
I think a better
people that with that same predicament.
I think a better idea would not be to do a load management, so to speak, in that aspect where we're missing 30 games. I think it would be better if you cut the season down a little bit. Let's say we cut the season down to 70 games, and give you more space. Give every game is a day in between at least.
Yeah, but okay, so now you fuck with these niggas' money. So you talking about 12 games, and them niggas averaging at least $1 million per game. That's $12 million, and I'm talking about at least. I know they're making more than that.
I mean, but what does it matter? You know what I'm saying? Like you skipping games that you ain't playing in anyway. You know what I mean? So why not just cut the season down?
Yeah, but they
still gonna play regardless.
They still get money though. But the rest of the stadium still, the owners, the team still get money just because you don't show up. You think they still don't make the money?
Oh, yeah, of course they do. Of course, yeah. But I'm just saying, like,
not finna cut me 12 games short of me lose $12 million potentially because my star player is on load management. You wildin', son.
All right, then you need to cut that load management out. I mean, because again, like I said, I mean, if this is about the fans, you know what I'm saying? Because that's why you are who you are, because of the fans. No. But if I can't, if I happen to pay some.
There you go. You with that sports center narrative shit, nigga. You play without the fans. Like the fans like who you are as a player, not the other way.
But we're still watching. We're still watching this shit on TV. We're still buying your shoes. We're still buying your jerseys. So you're doing. So we are while you're here. Otherwise, you could just play at the park down the street.
No, bro. The team, the league is why we're here. The league.
So did nobody watch them?
Us civilians, us taxpayers, or us people that's participated in the league that you created. Like we're supporting the league, and they just broke it down into teams. Which one would you like to support? So, nah, bro. I would never give the onus to the fans. Fans are so unpredictable. Fans bring your jersey, nigga, because you went to another team, and
the owner. The owner. Owners are unpredictable too. Everybody's unpredictable. All I'm saying is that I'll be hot if I happen to be, you know what I'm saying? Like I had planned this. My wife had planned this big old fucking Thanksgiving Day trip for me. to go see my guy LeBron. We get to the game and LeBron's on the IR list. What the fuck?
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have picked Thanksgiving, dude. I think it's easily more guaranteed for you to watch your player within the first 30 games. You get what I'm saying? And after that, it's like, yo, you really, you know, it's really a toss-up, my guy. It's really a toss-up. You know what I'm saying? Or the end of the year.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want it to be no toss-up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that is. I don't think that's right. That it's a toss-up.
But listen, it's also unfair that for the last, let's just say, reasonably, 10 years, like the finals have been determined by somebody else having an injury in other series, and that's fair. That's fair to say, bro. That's clearly fair to say. We can go back 10. I think we can go back further than 10 years. Every year in the last, let's say 13, just to even it out, like somebody got significantly hurt in one of the series on the way to the finals on either side, west or the east. Shit, sometimes both. That kind of led them there. Like Golden State, bro. Listen, Golden State got there. What, 4 years?
They did it several years. Yeah.
Yeah, had that 4 years in a row, and Chris Paul was hurt twice when them niggas had their number.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? San Antonio had their number when they did that fuck shit to Kawhi. You get what I'm saying? So, like, is Golden State who they is? I don't hold Golden State that high. You can't take nothing away from what they actually accomplished, but if you look at the road to get there, hey, bro, it was some luck along the way. But the point is, like, low management wise, it's not for the season, bro. It's for, you know, the playoffs. That is the best team actually playing at the healthiest they could be without minor lingering shit that could have been avoided just by low management. I think it's worth it to see the best teams play in the playoffs, all healthy, relatively healthy.
Yeah, but I just think that there's other things that can be done. They could cut the quarters down from 12 to 10. Like, there's a lot of things that can be done. They can space the games out a little further.
I agree with that. They can make the season a little bit longer. But they be having back-to-backs. That shit's stupid. Like, why are you having back-to-backs?
Right, on these 37-year-old men, like, or 35-year-old men.
Anybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's a full workout.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Full workout, and you got to protect the players. The league should consider that. Like, when these niggas be going on road trips, it'd be like 10-game road trips.
Hey, but you said something about the Warriors just now.
Yeah.
So, do you consider them a dynasty or no?
Well, they accomplished it, so you can't say it now. They accomplished it. Yeah, they are.
Hold on. What do you consider a dynasty? Hold on. Let's get that out there.
They got 4 out of 6 in the last 8 years, 7 years.
That's what makes them a dynasty?
I mean, that's the biggest reasoning. Well, I mean, what else do you need?
I was just asking. I just want to know what's the criteria for that?
Absolutely. That's number one criteria. How many have you won in what time frame?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, and I want to say in 6 years. Oh, I can't say 6 years. I want to say about 7, 8 years they won half of them. They went to half. I think it's less than that, but let's just go 8 years at max. In 8 years they won 4, so they averaging one every other year. Like, yeah, bro. And then they actually went 4 years straight. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, they went to 5 because they lost one, right? They lost to Toronto. Was it Toronto?
They lost to Toronto and Cleveland.
They lost 2. That's right. They did lose 2. But the first 4, what I was talking about, they were 3-1 versus LeBron. Then they played Toronto and lost. It was 3-2, and then they beat Boston last year, which make them 4-2. So yeah, bro. Bro. That ain't easy to do. Was to get 4 wins, bro, and in less than 8 years. Yeah, bro. And they did it was convincingly, dog, with players that actually were all-stars, players who accomplished league MVPs, defensive players of the year, I think Kerr might have won Coach of the Year one of those years. Like, it was accomplishments along the way. It wasn't just like, unsexy. You know what I'm saying? Like the Spurs. Like, these niggas changed the game. The way the game is played, the way the game is looked at, the marketing, the fashion. Like, it wasn't just one thing like they did, just one championship. Nah, bro, they did it. They did it in a very sexual way, man. Do you not agree?
The last time was that, huh?
Do you not agree?
Yeah, I agree. Was that the last time we'll see Steph and LeBron against each other?
Yeah, bro. I think LeBron's about the time Steph can get there again, LeBron's gonna be out. Yeah, LeBron's gonna be out. Like I called it before. I called it personally on my Facebook page. You can go check that shit out. I had the Lakers with it in 5, but the main reason was.
And what did I say when you said Lakers in 5?
You crazy?
No. I said Lakers in 6.
You did say 6. Somebody else had called me. A few people had called me crazy. But my main reason was that small ball shit does not work when the other team has a big man. And as long as you don't fucking if you're gonna play Golden State ball, you're gonna lose every time. I don't give a fuck who you got on your side. you ain't for to beat them niggas at their game. You gotta play your
and I
game.
think that
Don't shoot. Hope them niggas ain't accurate that day. Hope.
See, I think the Lakers got the personnel to shut down Steph or Clay. And I think that's really all you need is to shut down just one of them. Preferably, in my opinion, and this is probably going to be controversial, I don't think that Steph ever plays good against Bron. So I think that the one you need to shut down is Clay. Because Steph, he's going to be off and on, you know what I'm saying? Like against LeBron, and I don't know what it is, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's like DeMar DeRozan and whatchamacallit when they was in Toronto. It was like, yeah, y'all had a good team, but it's something about LeBron that y'all cannot get past.
Yeah. I can see. I don't want to make the assessment on Golden State's dynasty strictly about LeBron only. Like I'm
talking about Steph.
Okay, well, again, Steph. The opinion of Steph is, for me, is he's the greatest shooter of all time. And this is the X factor in that, or the main point in that. I don't really know how to word it. It's because he has to be. Like, because he's not a player that can really create his own shot. You know what I mean? He's not really a player that's going to take you off the dribble. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can't play ISO ball with you because he needs a little bit of space. Like, if we played the old school game, I don't even want to make that point. But without picks, he's a regular fucking guy, bro.
Yeah.
The regular guy.
And I think, to me personally, and I like him, though. I like him that Detroit team was nice. He's Rip Hamilton to me. He just shoots a lot better. But that's the same thing Rip Hamilton did. He wasn't, Rip could dribble, you know what I'm saying? But he really wasn't finding his own shot. He was running around 25 picks. I think that's where that strategy even came from Detroit doing that shit.
Reggie was the same way too.
Yeah, but Rip, and that to me is who he is. Steph is just Rip. He just shoots a whole lot better.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that, but again, you can't leave Curry alone though. So it ain't like he's not a threat.
No, all you need for Curry is somebody that's going to run around with him that whole 48 minutes.
Yeah.
You just need somebody to run around with him. You know what I'm saying? He's going to hit some, he's going to miss some. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, again, like I said, this is just something that I've noticed that every time that he plays LeBron. He's not as accurate. In my opinion, he's not as accurate against LeBron teams as he is against everybody else. For whatever reason, I don't know what it is. Maybe because they boys and he don't want to show him up. I don't know what it is. It could be anything. I don't know.
Fuck no, I don't. Yeah, nigga, that bullshit. That shit's cool until that ball goes up. Fuck that nigga over there. ate up. You know what I'm saying? But you see them niggas jaw jacking, you know what I mean, over the years, every time they played each other. So it ain't like, yeah, it's friendly. Like LeBron is friendly with you, you know, when it's not by business. You get what I'm saying? Like when he talk to Dylan, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they actually got a damn mouth reader, somebody who read lips to figure out what he said to Dylan. You know what I mean? Put in the words and shit. And he was like, basically, you know, you fucked up, right? You get what I'm saying? Like, you talk too much shit. You know what I mean? You're causing problems. And now you're going to have to handle that. You get what I'm saying? Oh, shit. They go to base thing. But, yeah. I like Curry, bro. I like Clay better than Curry, though. Overall. I like Clay better than Curry. And I think he don't get the same credit because, you know, of Curry. But if Curry wasn't on that team, or if they made the point to give Clay the ball more, I think Clay is just as good, even better actually. Like when you ask players they had asked players on this that played with them, who's the better shooter? They said catch and shoot, Clay all day. But you know, off the pick, it's Steph. But catch and shoot, create your own. Yeah, it's Clay.
They'll light your ass up.
You
won't even know nothing about it. You won't know nothing about it.
Yeah, listen, they had what, don't quote me on this, but I thought he had almost like 40, 50 in like the first half and he didn't play no more the rest of the game. Like maybe
something like that. Yeah, it was like 32 or something like that in the first half or something. Yeah.
32, I thought it was higher than that. Okay, 32, whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, it still was like, that didn't pay the rest of the game. Yeah. That's it. We could have broke the record. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking Lillard hit for what, 71 the other day? Something earlier this year?
Who?
Lillard. I thought Lillard hit for like 71 this year.
Oh, yeah, the Lillard. Yeah.
Lillard, then old boy had hit for 60-something for Cleveland.
Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, I don't know what he went for. I want to say 63 or some shit like that.
Yeah, but he a beast anyway, though. Donovan Mitchell been a beast.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at that 60-something. He a beast.
Yeah. I'm not either. But he's one of those people that needs help too. Like he can do what he do, but it's almost like when you look at Jordan. Like Jordan never had a problem with scoring. You know what I mean? His first 7 unsuccessful years, if people want to look at it that way. But
when you say Jordan, you got to be specific.
He was. What you mean?
Because when you said Jordan, I thought we were still talking about Golden State.
Hell no, nigga. Ain't nobody talking about that little poodle. That boy about to get up out of there, boy. Like
they can't. I don't think they can.
Huh? They can't.
I don't think they can let him go. Like because he just signed the contract.
Yo, what you call it? Getting raised, right? The cap being raised to $600 million. Yeah. So that gives him enough room if people think he's worth it to, get rid of him or to trade him out, as an asset. But Jordan, first 7 years, you know what I'm saying, have successful. You don't want to look at it. The team-wise, obviously wasn't successful, but Jordan was successful the entire time. He just needed help. And then when Pippen came in, a few other pieces, but mainly Pippen and Phil Jackson came in, people want to give Phil a lot more credit than he.
Hey man, don't disrespect my boy Grant like that.
Horace?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I said a few other pieces. You know what I'm saying? But Horace was already on the team though, right? The first time they won the championship. Yeah.
So Pippen was on the team when they first won the championship too. What do you mean?
I'm out before then. Before then, when Pippen got there, so did Phil Jackson. I'm not sure if their first year, Horace Grant was on that team because I know Bill Cartwright was right there. Bill Cartwright was in there. So was Luke Longley.
I think he was the first championship.
First. If he made one championship, then he made the first 3. I'm just not sure if he made the first. He
made the first 3 because I think by then they had because like on that first championship team they had like 3 7-footers: Bill Whittington, Will Perdue, and somebody else. Livingston or something like that.
Livingston,
or maybe it was Cartwright.
Oh wait, the point is, it's like Jordan, although successful himself, the team wasn't successful Donovan Mitchell having the same issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a success. I think he's gonna be a success anywhere for the next 10 years. Well, maybe less than that. But he got to get on a team that's successful, not just be the only successful player. We see plenty of those kind of players. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro. Every team needs help, man. Like, no team has won a championship with only one All-Star outside of Elijah Wan. Clyde Drexler wasn't a if you're thinking Clyde Drexler wasn't an All-Star when he was in.
I was thinking Scotty, but Scotty wasn't there. Scotty went there later.
No, it wasn't Scotty. Clyde Drexler was an All-Star for
He had knock knees, Sam Cassell.
Yeah, Sam Cassell. Yeah, or Robert Horry.
Yeah, knock knee dude, Kenny Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, but nah, so you had brought up other players. What'd you think about Ja?
As far as currently going on?
We can get into that, but
Hold on. That's my wife. Can you pause it?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Yeah, babe.
All right, yeah. I mean, talk about his basketball stuff first. We'll get into his silliness.
As far as Ja Morant, he a baller, bro. All day long. He a baller. I think he needs some veteran presence. Not off court, but just on court for like he's super athletic, bro. But he's out of control a lot. And being the star player, bro, like we really can't take too many times of you know, to be basically take you like see the season-ending injury chances to dunk on the goddamn center, bro. For the Graham for Sports Center, like, but just it's plenty of ways to get the damn 2 points, bro. Like your free throw, I don't know what your free throw game look like, but I don't give a damn. If I'm the coach, bro, you can't be doing all that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we need you the entire season, bro. You and I ain't saying you fragile, tight in the ass. Like you, what 170, 180, you know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. Nah. You need to be more control to be effective. You know, you already scared motherfuckers enough to know like, hey, this nigga take off on you. But if you could just create a damn, you know, a floater here and there, a little mid range shot, you'll be even more effective because now niggas got to guard you there. You'll be a Russell Westbrook, and that's basically what you is. Just the new Russell Westbrook, but Russell's a bigger guy though. He ain't a small friend guy, and again he's the new Russell, but the Russell he ain't comparing to Russell yet at all.
How you comparing to Derrick Rose?
Nah. Derrick Rose has a small body of successful work. He had that one great season where he was the MVP, and he fucking amazing job, amazing year. But you know, once that injury came, it was a year after the year. I think it was the year after. He ain't been the same since. So I think Ja do need to get to become Rose after injury Rose as opposed to Rose before the injury. Because I think Rose, he got it. The injury came off of some simple dunking shit, right? Like he just came down wrong. Like, and that's just wear and tear. But I mean, I do believe he weighs more than Ja as well. So Ja problem is not really a weight thing. I think he can manage it. It's you hitting the ground too many times a game, bro. Like you gonna be on some AI shit, and AI, AI was a tough little dude to be barely 6 feet, but the nigga played hurt every game. damn near his whole career. Man, if that what you foresee yourself doing, you better make it worth your while. Because AI literally cut his career short at least 5 years just by, the style of play he played by. Which he had, in some cases you had to say he kind of had to, like Curry. He just not going to get a regular shot. Like AI wasn't great at 3-pointers like Curry is. AI can go in that damn hole.
He was in a 3-point contest once or twice, wasn't
he? AI, he ain't win one of them.
he?
Curry has won multiple. Clay has won multiple. I want to say Durant has won at least one as well. Don't quote me on that, but I want to say Durant at least won one. But Morant,
if he didn't, he could.
Huh?
But if he didn't, he could.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? But Morant ain't known as no shooter. He known to take off on you. His athleticism is really on some J.R. Smith shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, people forget about J.R. J.R. was fucking a super athlete.
Of those top 3 from that class, him, J.J. Barrett, is that his name?
R.J. Barrett.
R.J. Barrett and Zion. Who's been better so far?
Oh, Morant, all day.
Why you say because Zion hasn't played as many games?
That's it. Now, if Zion was to play, it's clearly Zion. He's the right pick. Zion is the right pick. He's just not, not healthy. Like we talked about it before he got drafted. Like, he can't have no lower body injuries because he's too big. Like, he's just too big. Lo and behold, all he has is lower body injuries, and
he's even bigger.
He's even bigger, but he still can move the same as just throughout a game and throughout a season. Like, you're gonna have to load management that nigga. Like, that's just too much, bro. You can't do that shit for 82 games, 65, 55 games, and the playoffs. Nah, bro. Yeah, today's game ain't yesterday's game.
So what do you think about John Morant's incident that happened the other day, Saturday?
All right, so I think it was stupid for whoever posted this shit, because I don't believe Ja posted it. Whoever he was in a car with posted it. You know what I'm saying? And they just whoever posted it, they posted video, and then it was a quick shot of him. Somebody took a screenshot of, because literally he just waved the gun around. Should he have a gun or not have a gun? I don't think he cannot have a gun illegally. Like, he can legally have a gun. Under the circumstances, he shouldn't be seen with a gun. But it's the off season. Y'all making this shit a big deal now, and y'all gonna suspend him now. Nigga, suspend him from what? Coming to team what?
Yeah, but you're still representing the team,
bro.
Just like when players, I remember a couple of years ago, there was a guy in Cleveland who was riding this motorcycle, I think, and got injured on the motorcycle. And I don't know, I think they eventually did, but I know there was argument about voiding his contract because he's not supposed to do anything that'll put him in any danger. Riding a motorcycle isn't considered one of them.
Right.
And it was in the off season.
Right. Yeah, if it's under your contract, yeah. But you can't say this man legally cannot have a gun.
I mean, if he can legally have a gun, that's one thing. I just think that being the situation that had already happened about a month or so ago, with that situation that just happened, it's not a good look. You know what I'm saying? He was on there talking about, I learned my lesson. I'm not a thug and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And turn around, you know what I'm saying? We got the same incident again. Like, come on.
Nah, but see, they again, even with the first incident, they just looked at bad. He wasn't doing no thug shit. I think he was laying in the fucking bed with somebody else's gun.
But I think you have an image to uphold.
Yeah, again, but and I think that's where I'm looking at it from the person, the player, because at the end of the day, bro, every player is his own business. They work with the NBA team they signed to. They don't work for that NBA team. And that's the difference. Because the minute that job be like, yo, I don't want no more of your money. I'm good on the NBA. I'm retired. You don't have to pay me no more, but whatever I already done made, this is me right here. Fuck your image. Fuck you. Fuck like how y'all want me to be. Like, I didn't do anything illegal.
And that's what I'm saying. It don't work like that.
Hey, what you mean? That's to say, if you want to quit right now, if you want to retire right now, who won't stop him?
I mean, yeah, if that's what you want to do, fine. I mean, that's the same thing with your job. If you're not representing your job the right way, you can quit if you want to. That's fine. You're fine with that.
The nigga's not at work, bro.
In John's case is, if that's the plan for you to retire, then you need to retire. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I think if you leave on terms like that, you know, team won't pick you up. And then if they wanted to, I think that he would end up getting blackballed.
Boy, listen, there's some states that's red-blooded, like Texas. That would not be a fucking problem. You think Mark Cuban wouldn't fix that problem? Like, yeah, shit, get out of here. Now, I don't think you can go to damn Spurs, but Houston and Dallas, man, they'll work on a nigga with open arms, man. You wild.
I don't think so.
But listen, either way, culturally, it don't look like it's shit that we used to. It's our culture. The NBA is not really seeing our culture, even though we make up, 70-80% of the fucking league. And you're trying to get this man to be something that, you know, he's not naturally. Yes,
when you say we, what do you mean?
We as
you're not part of us. I mean, let's keep.
I'm a minority, motherfucker.
Okay, you meant minorities. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah, I'm a minority. Yeah, so we're not gonna get into all that right now. We can if we want to, but end of the day, like y'all, the NBA, any sports entertainment is trying to use our likeness for our culture, what we naturally good at. You know what I'm saying? From the environments we learned to be good at. But once we get to the league, we gotta apply. We need you to change, in exchange for money. But it's the reason why you got me on your team is for you to make money. Taking it from what we do for free, really fucking good. So now I gotta be wearing suits and shit, and I gotta show up to fucking dinners and sign autographs and all this other shit to make you more money. Like, bro, cool. When do I get to be me? When can I carry a gun without it being loaded and it being looked at like I'm out here trying to be on some Crip blood shit or killing somebody? It's like, nigga, I'm just showing a gun. It's a legal gun. You're making it look like, why the fuck does he have a gun at all as a $100 million nigga?
I think they're saying, why are you showing a gun? Because you could have a gun, it's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with having a gun, but does it have to be? Does it have to be on display?
Okay, no, it does not have to be on display. I agree with that. It does not have to be on display. Did he harm somebody? Did he point at somebody? Was he trying to harm himself? Like, people show off their damn, you know, cars and jewelries and other accessories or materials. I get it. It's not the same as a weapon. I get that. But was he trying to commit a crime? Was he protecting himself? Like, was none of that. Like, if it was a regular Joe Blow, okay, let's put it this way. If it was goddamn Pat Bev, would this be a conversation? Because Pat Bev is known nigga. No, it wouldn't.
I think it would. I think it would because the NBA has this image that they want to uphold, and I think that that's what it's all about. It's not about whether you have a gun or not. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a superstar. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's got to be guns in your vicinity. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a superstar. I mean, you're a superstar walking around. So there's going to be guns in your vicinity. We know that. You know what I'm saying? But there's still an image that you have to uphold for the NBA, you know, for the Houston Rockets, for whoever it is. There's still an image you have to uphold. I mean, that's with anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure the same thing would happen if he was representing Nike. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a problem. You can't, that's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have an image to uphold because he got dropped by Nike when that shit happened.
We didn't get dropped.
Huh? Or they was thinking about dropping him, or
yeah, but I think about
it or something. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking about
This
dropping.
time, it may be, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. What I'm saying is, I, in this day and time, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything is on social media, you know what I'm saying? Like, even with the Paul Pierce thing, I don't think nothing wrong was wrong with the Paul Pierce thing, but again, you work for Disney, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have an image to uphold, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that stuff that people put on social media, they shouldn't be.
Again, I get and I agree. Ultimately, professionalism does trump, you know what I mean, your personal life, especially when you are trying to secure your bag, trying to fulfill your contract. Like, sure, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you're the face of the franchise. You can't be the one making mistakes. If it's a 12th man making his mistakes, no big deal. You know what I mean? Damage control, he's a nobody. You know what I mean? He's on our team, but he's a nobody in the sense of it's not hurting the overall image of our team. You, Ja Morant, being the star of the team, like, although it wasn't as bad as what they're making it out to be, because you are the star, it's blown out of proportion. And he has to recognize that. I do get that. But at the same time, we're in the off season. He didn't record this shit. You can clearly see somebody else is moving the damn camera. So it wasn't like he was trying to be on camera. Like, he can legally have a gun. Like, bro.
Where did it get posted to?
I don't know. I think it was Instagram.
Was it his Instagram?
Huh?
Was it his Instagram? His
No.
Twitter?
No. I think the first one was. I think the first one he was replying, he was talking to somebody and he just posted a picture. It was a still picture, to my understanding. I don't know if it was a video as well, but it was a picture that actually got him in trouble.
I think that was a video. He was in a club.
He was in the club?
Yeah.
But it was somebody else's gun, though, right?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah. You would have said
which is what he should have said, because then it was the problem of, oh, so you bought it on our team bus. You know what I'm saying? Like, then it was all that. So you got to say it's somebody else's.
Right. Again, I think he need veteran presence, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think his dad need to talk to him as well. Like, bro, unless you're willing to give up what you could potentially earn and just walk away with what you got, then you got to change up your ways, bro. Like,
should he be suspended?
Yeah.
And for how long?
Yeah. Including preseason. You know what I'm saying? Including preseason, maybe like 10 games. You know what I'm saying? Well, 25 games and, all of preseason.
Well, you can't count preseason.
Well, no, I wouldn't spend them more than 10 games for the regular season. 15 at the most for regular season. Like that, they still have a chance to make it to the playoffs if he's not available. But again, everything that's going to get fixed is going to be PR. You know what I'm saying? You're not fixing him, though. You're fixing the image of what the NBA is not trying to, display. But you can't change this man from being who the fuck he is. You can limit, you know what I mean, what's shown. But if this nigga want to be a deadbeat like Karl Malone as a baby daddy, like, hey, just keep that shit away from the NBA. Let them niggas find out later. But being that we're in social media, niggas know that you're a deadbeat baby daddy. You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, we got to fix that image.
Mm-hmm.
You as a young nigga with millionaires and you just being a young man. That's all he's been, is a young man from, the culture that he wants to be recognized by, especially being in Memphis. Like, Memphis is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, Memphis, yeah, bro. But Memphis ain't been known to be no, like New York or no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying New York soft or nothing like that. By no means are they soft, but maybe that's a bad example. Indiana Pacers, you get what I'm saying? Not that they're soft, but you don't hear no thug and rugged shit. But let me take that back, because shit, the rumble in the jungle with them boys versus Detroit. But either way, it's like, man, yes, he should get something because of what he represents as far as professionalism. But how are you going to fix this man from being young? You can't make this man be 24, 25, be 35. You can't do that. He's not going to do that. He's still going to want to go out to strip clubs and spend 100 racks because he got it to blow and he got his people with him. Like, just keep his psyche going, just keep his vibe going. Like, he needs to be who he is to keep going the way he is, as opposed to y'all trying to corner him and cage him like some goddamn animal. And you know, when it's time for you to perform at the circus, the NBA game, do your thing. But after that, bro, you can have all the guns, you can have all the hoes, you can smoke all the weed in your cage. Don't let the shit come out your cage. They don't have a problem with it. I don't think they have a problem with what he's doing. It's that it's being shown.
Right. That's what I just said. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he got to figure that out. And yeah, he got to figure that out. I don't blame him for being young though. That's my standpoint is he didn't do something so wrong, especially in the off season, to warrant, you know what I mean, suspension as if he is, you know, detrimental to the team in the off season. You're just making this a big deal because of the last incident. It's just piling up, but it's piling up from a young man y'all gave $100 million to. Like, you know, you can't give some niggas 100,000 and niggas acting up. You get what I'm saying? You get this man 100 million, whatever it was, guaranteed sign-on bonus. Like, for some people, that's enough, bro. Like, some people just looking at it like, oh, boy.
Especially coming from where we come from.
Yeah, you fucking up the bag. I was listening to Gills and them, and they were like, yo, because of this little incident, not this incident, but the one prior, he missed 8 games, which didn't qualify him to be part of, you know, in consideration to be part of any of the NBA teams, you know what I'm saying, for first, second, and third teams. So he lost, I think, like almost 40 million because of that, potentially, for getting a max contract. Like, he could have been up to 230, 240. Now he's gonna be maxed. The only thing he gets is like 195. Like, them niggas saying only 195. What you mean?
I'm about to say, I would hate only making 195.
What are you talking about?
I would hate that.
What do you mean only, dog? Like, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? So people want to, again, this is the narrative-driven world we live in where $195 million is frowned upon. Only because you could potentially made more. Like, man, yo. What the aspect they're not showing you is the team has to at least make that much just to pay him. At least that much just to pay him. That 195. They have to make that much just to pay him. Let alone what the fuck they making off of him. So that aspect, nobody's saying, oh yeah, we paid him in 5 years' time. Yeah, we paid him the little 195. But nigga, we made like 1.5 billion off of that nigga being on our team in that same time frame. You know what I'm saying? So what's 195 to a motherfucker that made 1.5 billion off of you? Or like you said,
Yeah.
Or just 2 times as much off of you. Like, why is that aspect not shown? Why? Because the motherfuckers who's, you know, making the money, you don't get to see how much the motherfuckers is making, but they don't publicize that. You know what I mean? Like Daniel Snyder, then he bought the team for $800 million, but he sold it for $6 billion, right? Almost. I want to say I might be wrong, but I want to say he sold it for $6 billion. They've been complaining about the nigga the entire time he was the damn owner. You think he give a fuck? You know what I'm saying? I paid $800 and made $6 billion off of this shit. Yo, man, y'all can kick rocks. You know what I'm saying? Change the team name, but just the Washington football team, I don't give a shit. I made $6 billion. But that only comes out later once he sold the team. But while he has a team, nobody talks about the money he's making. But because, you know, players are you know, microscoped, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just think that, man, oh, people just, you know, people with your opportunities, well, people would love to have the opportunity you have, and you fucking up, you know what I mean, $40 million. Like, I'm not saying $40 million is, you know, something to sneeze at, but at the same time, like, it ain't like he making 40,000, bro. He still can make 195 million. Like, because ain't seeing that. Most we hit the lotto, we can't see that.
So I've been hearing talks about Damian Lillard going to different teams. They got him in Chicago. They got him in Boston. What do you think is going to happen? Where do you think do you think he should leave? And if so, where do you think it's a good fit?
if if a ring is important to him, yeah, he should leave. Because he in the West Coast, man, they done gave that man all the help he can get, and it ain't been helping. Like the West is just tough, bro. You ain't gonna get too many, top tier teams out of there. You might get 8 teams to make the playoffs, 10 technically, but we know it ain't but like 3 teams that you really finna, have a chance to go to the finals. Portland ain't one of them. They've been to the playoffs, but they ain't one of those teams that scare you. They just don't have enough. They don't have enough depth. Like, again, he's like what I said about Jordan and boy that played in Cleveland. I keep forgetting his name. Donovan Mitchell. Like, he can do him all day. The team might not be successful, but he's successful. So you're gonna have to pair him with somebody that can deal with his skill set, maybe take back a little, but still depend on him. Unlike with Harden, I think Harden wasn't a good trade for nobody outside of Houston. Once he got to Houston, it was cool because he had CP. But once CP was not really, effective, like, he can't do it by himself. He just can't. You know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody can do it by himself. Jordan couldn't do it by himself. He need help. So to move Damian Lillard at this point in time, he had to go to a team where he can be effective with the players that's on the team. Like I wouldn't put him in. If he go to Boston, I'm not getting rid of Jalen or goddamn Tatum. I get rid of Smart, but that's 3 ball dominant people at that point in time. How is that going to work out? So that ain't a good look. To go to Chicago, what you gonna get rid of Levine? Then you got.
I mean, they've been talking about getting rid of Levine anyway.
Yeah, I know. You were talking that shit, I think, offline. Like, Levine, that nigga, man. Nah, he's not that nigga. He's nice, but for the team that he's on, he's not that nigga, bro. Like, think about it. They brought DeMar DeRozan to his team, right? It was your team. They brought him to your team, and now you second fiddle. And that's not a.
Zach LaVine's still been balling. He was hurt for a little bit, but Zach LaVine been balling. He just had been saying that he went out of there. He had been saying that since like last year or sometime that he went out of there.
He just got paid last year, didn't he? Or 2 years ago?
Yeah, but I guess something going on with that management up there or something. He trying to get out of there. And he's been saying that since like last year. They've been talking about like he tried to hold out and everything.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good fit for him.
What about Miami?
Everybody just can't come to Miami, dog. You gotta have the understanding, dog, that you're gonna. Like, them niggas play different down there, dog. Just
man, nobody give a fuck about Miami, man. Fuck out of here. Nobody fuck Miami, man. Nobody give a fuck about Miami.
Whatever. We relevant, nigga, every year, all right?
No, I like Miami. I like Miami.
Like, it's just like, again, the Gil, them boys just talk about that. Like, and the NBA players are like, man, them niggas tell you from the jump, bro. If you don't get 20 minutes, you got to run extra laps. If
yeah,
you don't
I see
get
that.
Damn, you got to run extra laps. What? Like, what kind of shit is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't my fault I ain't get 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? You got to run extra laps to get 20 minutes. You got to sign a fat contract. Your what is this shit called? Muscle fat. Is it muscle fat?
Muscle fat index. Yeah.
Yeah. You got to sign the contract to say, if I go above this, I get a fine and I get extra smoke.
Yeah.
Like, so
Zion wouldn't make it.
That's exactly where Zion need to go. You get what I'm saying? That's exactly where he need to go. But, yeah, he won't be playing. I don't think he gonna need a whole year off. He gonna need a whole year off. But after that, he could be on that Charles Barkley shit. Like, Charles Barkley has said, I forget who his teammate was when he first got in the league. He was like, man, you too fat. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, man, if you need help, I'll help you. Drop, we're going to work 10 pounds at a time. And he dropped 10 pounds. I think he went from like 300 down to like 240. And 240 was he wasn't that strong no more. He brought him back up to 250. He's been an all-star ever since. You know what I'm saying? So that weight matters. And especially for a guy as it's like, the nigga's a super athlete, bro. Like, to be that nigga's 300 pounds, dog, and still doing shit that a two guard is doing. Like the nigga windmilling with no steps. Like, bro, that's fucking impressive.
I mean, I think that if he can get that weight under control, he could be as dominant as LeBron was when he came in.
That dog, listen. Okay, there you go, dog. Pushing this fucking dog. You just like them, dog. Dog, there's no another Jordan, dog. There's no another Kobe. There's no other LeBron, especially no other LeBron.
No. I'm not saying he could be another LeBron. I'm saying he can be as dominant. How when LeBron would come through the hole, it was like a train coming through there.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing nobody could do about it. You wasn't standing there and taking no charges.
Yeah. In that regard, yeah. But that can't be your only game because that shit only works but for so long. You know what I mean? You get opportunities in the game and all that, but yeah, when it comes to crunch time, the last 2 minutes, you know what I mean, last 5 minutes of the game, you can't afford to take no charge. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got to have some finesse there. You got to have a skill set. LeBron, that's what people get. A lot of people get mad at LeBron because of that. Like, LeBron, you could do this shit all game long. Can't nobody stop you down there if you did that all game long. Yeah, that's true, but I only got 6 fouls to give, bro. So if I can't afford to get 3 in the first quarter. That means I only got, 3 more the rest of the game. Doing that dumb shit of just going to the hole. Yeah, I dunked on the nigga and all that, but he just beat me to the spot. I did nothing wrong, but he beat me to the spot. That's all he did, you know what I'm saying? I still dunked on his ass though. Like, no, you can't do that all game long. So you gotta have different skill set. But he is a skilled player. I like his game. To be a bigger boy. He's not really that tall though to be playing power forward. But he's too big to be the 3. But he's a problem. Like when he plays, he's a fucking problem. But he gotta control that weight. Man, that ain't if we go to Miami, it'll be controlled, my guy, or you wouldn't be on the fucking team.
Yeah, but then you got to sit him for a year and a half.
Right. But you'll be the best. You'll be in the best shape of your life. You know what I'm saying? And it's all you need to be a star is to be in shape because you got everything else. And again, look, also, New Orleans not a big market. Unfortunately, that's been another knock. Not on him, but just on the team. Like nobody really wants to go there because they're just not a big market. I don't know, man. I think you started off with Lillard. I think Lillard would fit possibly at the. I think he could fit at the Lakers. And I think he'll fit. I think he'll fit with the Clippers even better. To be honest.
You think they need to get rid of one of them?
Nah. Talking about Kawhi or George? Nah. They don't ever play together. When they do play together though, dog, like
but they both injury prone is what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, they both older too though, bro. So was Lillard. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that shit a mesh. Just for a season or two. You know what I'm saying? Just for a season. Because, bro, if you put all 3 of them niggas on the same team, like, you're not doubling but one of them. And all of them, neither one of them are ball dominant. I'm taking that back. Lillard is ball dominant, but it's because of the team he's on. I think he could play off ball and still be effective. I think he could be, a better Curry. I always thought he was better than Curry. I don't think he's a better shooter than Curry, but overall player, I always thought he was better, player than Curry overall. You put him with the Clippers, and you got George and Kawhi and him. Who you gonna guard? Who you gonna double? Now who you gonna guard? Because you're not finna one-on-one all these niggas the entire game. That's a losing strategy. That's a losing strategy. That's a problem. I think that's a problem. There's a few other teams that I would like Damian on. I don't know how it would fit by keeping all the players on it. You know what I mean? But Dame is he's a good fit. Dame everywhere, bro. As far as his playing style, any team, he'll make any team better. But to be contenders, that ain't a lot of teams.
All right, well, we're gonna wrap this up because my battery is down to like 3%.
All right, cool, man. Let me know how this shit came out.
All right, I'm gonna look at it and we're gonna see. All right.
Oh, good. All right.